So many times people are concerned about, well, what happens if I tell them the truth about the fact that I've hurt my rotator cuff in the past, just like one of the callers earlier discussed. Well, if you're concerned about that, call us. Call us early in your claim. We can do a lot more at the beginning of your claim to make sure that you're going to get benefits down the road than at the end of the claim. Once you've already made a mistake, it's hard to go in and repair the wrong. And Scott, you've seen that often in these cases where you wish that someone had come in 2 weeks after the accident rather than 4 months after the accident, so we can help you get the medical treatment and the wage loss benefits that you deserve, so that the adjuster's not taking advantage of you. It's very common, and not to interrupt, but I want to stress this. It's very common that at the beginning of your claim, whether it's a workers' comp claim or a personal injury claim or a car wreck claim, that your adjuster will call up and act like they are your best friend. And by doing that, you start giving them information, and all of the information that you're giving them is going to be used against you or your loved one or your family member down the road. And the best way to avoid that in any case is to call us early so that we can try to help you avoid those pitfalls and make sure you're getting compensated for the injuries you sustained.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've never heard of an adjuster getting a promotion or winning a trip to Hawaii because they've been very helpful to an injured worker, or their job is to settle the claim as quickly and as cheaply as they can. They know that if they settle it quickly, it's going to be in the long run cheaper for the company. So two points I did want to make, though, on the gentleman that called in about the reporting it to the health insurance as opposed to the workers' compensation. Usually you have a manager or a boss that is unfamiliar with the way the workers' compensation law is structured, and he's concerned that he's maybe going to be in trouble if people underneath him report the injury. That manager is in that situation looking out for himself and or the company and not for you. So make sure you report it, and if you don't have a doctor assigned to you in the next couple of days, you need to give us a call at 432-HELP and let us handle that for you. The other problem you're going to have, though, if you don't report it under workers' compensation is the fellow that called in, his foot was run over by a fork truck. That's probably something where you're going to have to miss some work. You're probably not going to be able to walk. You might be on crutches. Your health insurance isn't going to pay you while you're out of work, and workers' compensation will. So be careful with that. If you get on the health insurance, you're going to get the medical treatment, but how are you going to pay the bills when the light bill comes due and you've been out of work for a couple of weeks? So keep that in mind and make sure you report the injury. You need to do so immediately after the accident and take care of that. Now, the other thing, the gentleman mentioned that he was terminated, and there is a provision under the workers' compensation statute that will allow you to make a claim for wrongful termination if you've been let go because you tried to bring a workers' compensation claim. So that's another thing to keep in mind. As everyone knows, the economy is not at its best right now. Some employers are looking for reasons to get rid of people, and if you bring a workers' compensation claim, that's not one of the reasons they can use to get rid of you and to terminate you. So if you bring a workers' compensation claim and then you're fired and you feel like that's the reason, give us a call. We'll be happy to help you and take that up with the employer.
And that's one of the great things about our firm. We handle everything in-house. So if you have a workers' compensation claim and then your employer fires you, well, you don't have to go to two different law offices. We can handle both of those.
Right.
If in that same accident you were in a car accident, well, we have attorneys in our office that'll handle the workers' comp claim, the wrongful termination, and the car accident. If you then have a problem with your disability policy, we can handle that. If the accident is so severe that you end up not being able to return to gainful employment and you have to file for Social Security disability, we have an attorney in our office that can handle that.
Right.
So we have our idea was to come up with a law office and a practice that can service, all of our clients' needs. Whatever it is, come to us and we can help you with it. We have attorneys that handle personal injury. That's what Scott does. I've handled workers' comp for the past 12 years, and that's all I do. We have an attorney in our office that does Social Security disability work. We have an attorney in our office that does only criminal work. So if you have a problem or if your loved one has a problem, whether it's an injury, some run-in with the law, Social Security. If you're trying to close a real estate loan, we can help you with it. Just give us a call, 434-5395. The attorneys at Whibbs and Stone can help you in almost any of your legal needs.
Well, the other thing that, along the lines of what Donovan mentioned, is not only can we handle the things that you bring to us, but if you come to one of the attorneys in our office and you have a claim, that attorney is going to take a look at your case and other potential cases. And so it may be a situation where I'm handling a motor vehicle accident with you, and then you tell me it's on the job. I'm going to walk down the hall and I'm going to talk to Donovan about that, and we're going to put our heads together, and so we're going to develop other claims that you may not realize that you had, and that's the benefit of having a firm that participates in almost any area of the law that you'll have a need for. We're going to go to a break now, and we'll see you on the other side of the break.
Have you or a loved one been injured at work and don't know your legal rights? At Whibbs, Stone, we are still fighting to protect the legal rights of injured workers.
Insurance companies want you to see only their doctors and accept a settlement that might only be pennies on the dollar of what your case is worth.
Call Whibbs Stone for a free consultation. We're available when you need us the most, 24/7.
Imagine that. Whibbs, Stone. Imagine what we can do. Hey, welcome back, and I did want to just reiterate again that we recently moved to a larger building, a new building at 801 West Romana. It's pretty easy to find if you pull out of Joe Patty's Seafood and go up about 3 blocks. We're right there on the left at 801 West Romana. We've got another caller, so I'm going to go and see what their question is. Hey, welcome. You're on the Law Show with Whibbs and Stone.
Hi, I was in a car accident last week, and the insurance company keeps telling me that I need to do a recorded statement and fill out a medical authorization. I don't even know what that is, and I don't even know if I should do it.
Okay, that's a good question. Let me take your call, and I'll hang up with you now and answer your question off the air, okay?
All right.
Thank
you.
She mentioned 2 things, and the first was a recorded statement, and the second was a medical authorization. I'll talk about the recorded statement and let Donovan handle the medical release. The recorded statement is a tool that the adjusters use. It kind of goes along with what we were just talking about. You want to be careful about giving information to the adjuster that they're going to utilize to help their company. They're not contacting you to take these statements to help your position. They're taking these statements to help their position. But essentially, a recorded statement is where the adjuster is going to, typically it's conducted on a telephone. They're going to call you up, and they're going to let you know that they're going to record the conversation, and they have your permission to do so. And then they're going to record everything that you say, and later on it's typically transcribed, which means somebody listens to the recording and types out what was said, and they'll usually use that against you later on down the line. So be very careful with that. I would tell you anytime that an adjuster's calling you wanting to do a recorded statement or have you sign a medical authorization, that's a red flag, and it's a warning, and it's a good indication for you to contact an attorney. That's when you should pick up the phone and call 432-HELP and give us a call. Medical authorization is a little bit along the same lines, but Donovan, can you touch base on that?
A medical authorization is simply just a chance for the insurance company to get you to sign a document that allows them to go in and contact your previous medical providers and get medical records on you. And you know, what Scott was saying is exactly right. Once you've been in a car accident, once you've been hurt at work, call us. Come in. Once the adjuster starts calling you and trying to fish for information from you, come in and sit down with us. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, and we'll point you in the right direction. We'll help you make sure that you and your loved ones get the advice that they need so that you ultimately can get the compensation that you deserve for any type of injury that you have. That's what we're there for. A lot of times people will think, I don't want to go see an attorney because it's going to cost me money, or I don't know whether or not I'm going to get better. Well, we can provide you advice. You might not need us after you get the initial advice, but we can steer you in the right direction. We can be there to help you throughout the course of the claim. I hope that all of my clients end up getting better. I hope that they recover. Unfortunately, sometimes you don't. You know, it's not like when you were young and you got the flu and you ate chicken noodle soup and laid in bed and then the next day you're better. If you hurt your back, you hurt your rotator cuff, you hurt your knee, you're going to have ongoing problems. And we're there to make sure that our clients get the medical treatment that they need to get better, to get the wages that they need to get through the tough time, and try to help them down that path of recovery. You know, and that's what we're there for. It doesn't cost you anything to get our advice. And so anytime you or your loved one have been hurt in a car accident at work, give us a call, 432-HELP or 434-5395. Our toll-free number again is 888-231-5326. Let us put you in contact with one of the attorneys in our office, either Scott or I or one of the other attorneys in our office, to make sure that you're getting a fair shake from the insurance company and getting better.
And let me point out one other potential problem with the medical authorization that the caller asked about. Oftentimes, as soon as you sign that medical authorization, the adjuster takes that medical release and sends it out to all of the medical providers that they can find that you've been to. The insurance companies share a claims index database where anytime something's been paid through insurance, they can access that. Well, with your release now, they can actually get the records. And so they're going to bring out things from maybe 10 years ago where you had an accident and it was maybe something that you felt like was pretty minor. Well, they're going to go get those records and use them against you. So again, when something like this comes up, give us a call, and give us a call at 432-HELP.
I just want to mention one more thing as we're wrapping up today, and thank you for taking the time to sit down with us. Unfortunately, we can't help everybody in the limited time that we have on the air, but you can call us at work at 432-HELP and we can help you. You're going to start seeing a lot of other law firms who over the past couple of years have thought that your workers' compensation cases were too small for them. They couldn't make the type of money that they wanted in helping injured workers. Folks, we've been here for the past 12 years. We'll continue to be here to help the injured workers of the state of Florida. None of your cases are too small. Don't just get your advice from the insurance. If you or your loved one have been hurt at work, give us a call. We know the law. We've been handling workers' compensation cases. We've handled thousands of cases, and we're here to help you and your family members. If you know someone else who's been injured at work, ask them. And chances are we've probably helped them or their family members over the past several years, and we're here to help you. Thanks for your time. Give us a call. We're Whibbs and Stone, attorneys at law. Our phone number is 432-HELP, 434-5395.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Law Show with Whibbs and Stone Attorneys at Law. We're a full-service law firm here in Pensacola, Florida, but we service the Panhandle. We mostly handle personal injury and workers' compensation cases. We have attorneys in our office that will do Social Security disability, criminal law. Suzanne Whibbs handles transactional work, real estate, probate, guardianship matters, and some commercial litigation or contract law. So we're here in Pensacola, Florida. I'm here tonight with Scott Stone, my partner, and we're here to answer some of your calls regarding any type of legal matter that you or your loved one is experiencing or going through. If we can't help you tonight, we'll put you in contact with one of the attorneys that is in our office tomorrow and try to get you on the right path.
All right, Don, it looks like we've got a caller here. Let's take the call and see what we can help them with. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, I just had a quick question about workers' comp.
All right, what you got?
I strained my back a few months ago at work, and I'm only going to see a workers' comp doctor, and he told me that all the problems I have in my back are related to a car wreck I had about